All right, I want to welcome Kenny Florian into the MMA Disputed Interview Lounge. What's going on, Kenny?
Nothing much, man.
Gotcha. All right, Kenny, let me get down to it real quick. At Boston College, you played soccer and were a standout in this sport. What made you get into MMA?
It started out as really training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. UFC made me aware of this skinny Brazilian guy called Royce Gracie, and I just wanted to learn what he did, and I just found it very intriguing. And my passion for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu led me to mixed martial arts eventually.
In regards to your training, you have trained with your brother Keith Florian as well as Kurt Pellegrino. How have they helped your MMA career excel?
Having worked with my brother for a long time, and obviously he's been my training partner since day one. And in the last couple of years as a trainer, he's been just amazing at just analyzing the game and breaking down Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and breaking down the rest of the game and making me a much better fighter. And I think it's been crucial to my constant improvement. And he works extremely hard at making sure I'm at my best all the time. So it's obviously been great. Working with Kurt, I've worked with him a little bit. He's asked me to help him for some of his fights. After Nate Diaz, he contacted me to help him for his fights, and he's also become a very good training partner as well.
Gotcha. Has he ever walked around in your training center with a Batman cowl on or anything?
No.
Because I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and he said he has. So I don't know who's lying here.
I don't know what he's talking about. He could just be joking around.
Sure seems that way. All right, Kenny. The last 4 fights finished in the rear naked choke. Is that one of your favorite moves to put on your opponent, or does that just come naturally?
It's something I work on a lot. I think it's the most efficient move in all of martial arts, and I think it's a move that when you get it, it's pretty much a done deal. So it's a move I've been working on a lot for many years. But Keith also has a lot to do with it, and just my own training. It's probably one of my favorite and best moves that I do, I guess.
Yeah, in terms of the rear naked choke, you're also known for your elbows, but like some people here in Chicago like to call them hellbows because they lay some hurt on some of your opponents when you land them. Does those elbows help you get into the rear naked choke area and just to lock it in, or is it just something that you just like to do is drop elbows as well?
No, it really doesn't relate that well to the rear naked choke, but it's just a move that I do on occasion, both from the feet and on the ground, and obviously it's a good weapon for people to use.
Outside of fighting, Kenny, you're also a color commentator for MMA Live that airs on ESPN2 with John Anik, Franklin McNair, and Molly Querom. How does your fighting background transpire to the color commentator position while you're in studio?
It's something I always enjoy doing, just analyzing fights and analyzing my opponent's games and all that stuff. I think it goes hand in hand. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's something I have a lot of fun with when I do it on ESPN.
And how is working with John Anik, Frank McNair, and Molly? Are they really easy to relate with in terms of MMA, and how is their information? How do they relate to you in terms of working together?
I think we work very, very well together, and I think they're very knowledgeable and are constantly doing research. I mean, John Anik's one of the hardest working guys that I've come across. I mean, he's always doing his research and preparing for the shows. And, the same goes with everybody else. They all prep very well and are all, I think, learning a lot. The sport's still new. I think they do a great job of really getting the information that they need and being current with the sport and with the sport in general.
Gotcha. In terms of your next fight, it's rumored to be in August. Do you have anybody? Is there anybody lined up, or has anything been signed regarding that next fight?
Yeah, it's already been signed. Gray Maynard, August 28th in Boston.
Oh, so in your hometown, does that give you a little extra push being in your hometown to beat him?
Every fight's important. There's not one fight that I want to win or lose any less or more than another. I always want to win all my fights. So, for me, it's a dream come true to be fighting in Boston, but at the same time, it's still just another fight against another opponent in the octagon.
Gotcha. Also, Kenny, on your Twitter account, you've been talking a lot about Flow TV and UFC 114. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how it relates to MMA?
Yeah, actually, I have a Flow TV with me right now that I was just watching. But it's a cool, just a real cool device that that travels with you, watch TV wherever you are, and you can also order pay-per-views and watch UFCs on it wherever you are. So it's a tremendous device and one that I use every single day, literally, and just a really cool, technological advancement that I think, is another great way of entertaining yourself. I do a lot of traveling and always here and there, so it's a cool thing that I can bring along with me and keep me entertained.
And how is the picture regarding to normal TV?
It's very, very good. It's actually really, really high quality. So that's one thing I was really impressed with. And it's just so easy to use. It's all touchscreen. It's really cool.
Nice. All right, I have one more question for you, Kenny. It's kind of off of MMA. Since your Bruins are out of the playoffs, I know you're still pissed about that, but
no problem.
Who do you see making the Stanley Cup run and taking the Stanley Cup?
I
hope you say the Hawks.
Yeah, obviously Chicago, they're doing really, really well. Strong team. Is San Jose still in it? I think they are, right?
Yeah, the Hawks are playing San Jose. They're up.
Yeah, they're still in it. I think the winner's probably going to come out of those two. Whoever wins that, I think, will probably take it all.
Gotcha. So you're a big hockey fan, baseball fan. You love all the other sports from Boston.
I don't have time to really follow it as much as I would like, but I try to follow when I can.
Gotcha. All right, Kenny, I appreciate your time, and I definitely will be in touch with you. And I appreciate it again.
My pleasure, man.